La convocatoria for la Selección Mexicana's games in the Nations League is out. And like always, there's controversial decisions from El Vasco Aguirre or any coach that's coaching the Mexican national team for that matter. So let's take a look at the list and see what I think about it and what they could have changed and what could have been done better to improve this convocatoria. As always, if you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe and let's get right to it. So how it's going to work is I'm just going to go through every single one of the position groups and then based off that, I'm going to say the players that were excluded, where they should have been in, and what I think of the players that they actually did call up. We got the list right here. Let's do this. Starting with the goalkeepers, of course, and we got two obvious ones in Luis Angel Malagon and Tala Rangel. Malagon has easily been the best Mexican goalkeeper for the past year and a half. He saved us against Honduras. I'm an America fan, so he saved us countless times in Liguilla. Kept us in so many games, won us so many points. We were struggling at some parts last season. And yeah, he definitely deserves to be here. He's our number one. Next, we got Tala Rangel, who obviously deserves to be there too. He's been great for Chivas. The last two games against America, actually, I'm filming this the day before the third Clásico. He had one big double save in the first game, one to deny Henry Martin, and then he had another one in the 90th minute the second game to keep the score 0-0. Yeah, very good goalkeeper, lots of promise. He's gonna be number two, but that doesn't matter. Next, we got Carlos Moreno from Pachuca, obviously going to be the third choice goalkeeper. I think this is his first convocatoria. Yes, it actually is. He's 27 years old, and he was good for Pachuca in the Club World Cup, so that's why I think really got him his call-up. Is he gonna be the future of the Mexican goalkeeping position? No, but it's nice to have him on the team. Sometimes you don't call up players because, you know, you think they're gonna start or be the future. Sometimes you call them up for recognition for what they've done the past year or so, and that's what I think this call-up is. Notable exclusions from the goalkeeping department are obviously Memo Ochoa and Andres Sanchez, who was called up last time. Andres Sanchez obviously is not going to get called up. I mean, Atlético San Luis are not the same team they were last season, so he's not going to get called up. As for Memo Ochoa, he's the only one still in Europe, but I feel like his performances haven't been that good as when he was saving Salernitana from relegation, so it doesn't really like warrant him to get called up over other keepers, especially when they're younger ones. Could he have gone as a third choice goalkeeper? Yeah, 100%, but you know, if you're going to reward Carlos Moreno, you might as well do it now. And you know what Memo Ochoa can bring you. If you're going to call him up for the World Cup, for other friendlies, like, you know what he's going to bring you. You don't need to keep calling him up constantly and constantly. The Ochoa one hurts me a little bit because, you know, my favorite Mexican keeper of all time, and I'm going to go to the game against Canada. And I do want to see my GOAT play, but I mean, it's been like 3 games now and I haven't seen him play, so a little heartbreaking, but it is what it is. And before I get the comments that are going to talk about, oh, Ochoa conceded all these goals in Europe, it doesn't matter because in 2014, you were celebrating against Brazil when he made those saves. 2014, again, against the Netherlands, he was a man of the match in the game we lost. Made multiple good saves against Germany to keep us at 1-0. And in 2022, you were celebrating that Lewandowski penalty save like it was a goal. Don't lie to me right now, bro. But yeah, man, that is it for the goalkeepers. They took the 3 correct ones. Who else could you really put in? Let me know. Next, we got the defense with players like Johan Vasquez and Cesar Montes. I'm not going to talk too much about because, you know, that is the main partnership we're going to run. I think Cesar Montes is a little bit overrated, but that's just me. And hopefully it's not just me because we need to get this out of our heads that Cesar Montes is this kind of like world-class center back because he's 6'5" and he's terrible in the air. And Johan Vasquez, you can see, is doing it in a top 5 league, covering up for all his mistakes for the national team. But yeah, enough of them too. Ramon Juarez, who I want to talk about, will finally get this recognition being part of the first team. I know he's gotten called up before, but that was like, you know, for the friendlies that don't really matter. But yeah, man, he deserves it. Was great for America last Liguilla and really did show his worth. I like this call-up. Israel Reyes obviously is there because he provides center back and right back support, especially with somebody like Julian Araujo not being available. I like that call-up. Jesus Gallardo getting called back up again. Listen, we can hate on him all we want. He's having a great season with Toluca. Toluca looked good. And you know, our left back position is very scarce, so beggars can't be choosers right now. And if he's having a good season, why not? Rodrigo Huesca's obviously having a good season at Copenhagen, just came back from injury. Obvious call-up. Jesus Angulo keeps getting called up because, you know, we don't have that much coverage in his position, so he's just kind of like a default there. And Eddie Glida, you know, linked with European teams. Right now, I think he was linked with another Liga MX team. I forgot who it was. But yeah, man, hopefully he gets his move to Europe, and it's nice to see him getting called up for the national team now, as he has been good for Cruz Azul for multiple years now. As for the defense, who's missing, obviously Julian Araujo, who's out with injury right now. Well, he's not out. He actually just came back, but, you know, he's still healing. Apart from that, you can probably be like Kevin Alvarez, but he's not going to make it, bro. As an America fan, I think he's pure ass. You can put in like Arteaga there, but again, I don't think he did that much to deserve a call-up. As for defense, like, this is really like the best we got, basically. I mean, you can say like Victor Guzman, but is he really that much better than Israel Reyes, or is he even better at all? Probably not. And now time for the weakest part of the team, which is saying a lot because our team is pretty garbage. We got the midfield, bro, and let's just say this midfield, it only really consists of 5 players, and one of them I wouldn't even call a midfielder. We got Edson Alvarez, obviously the captain, was gonna get called up. Not much to say about him, you know, he's him. Luis Romo, who's actually been doing really well for Chivas, and he did well at the Copa America when Edson Alvarez went out with an injury. So again, I'm not too mad at that call-up. He's proven his worth more and more as the years went on. He doesn't get as much unnecessary hate, you know, because before that, Luis Romo hate was crazy. I was one of them. But now we got Charlie Rodriguez, which again, why is this guy getting called up over literally any other creative midfielder, literally any other midfielder, any other body you can put in the midfield? Why is he getting called up over them? And I get it. He's good for Cruz Azul and Liga MX, but we keep calling this guy up and he keeps providing absolutely nothing. He's genuinely ass. Like, he's ass to watch play. He drains my emotion from the game. And I speak for everybody when I say you can literally call up anybody else and they would not notice a difference if like he went out right now and they put somebody else. Like they would probably notice a positive difference actually. But yeah, man, Charlie Rodriguez, what does he have on the Mexican Federation to keep getting called up? Who knows? Probably something big because damn, he's getting like so many chances and that he does not deserve, to be honest. Next we got the most overrated player on the team, Luis Chavez, in my opinion. A set piece merchant, but I mean we don't have much of a midfield to begin with. So beggars can't be choosers. He's gonna get called up 100 times out of 100 for lack of quality depth. Next we have a guy who is clearly in the squad because the depth at his position is not there. We got Orbelin Pineda, who honestly is the most overrated player next to Luis Chavez in this squad. Just doesn't really provide creativity. He's too slow to be a winger. He's played at a wing at times. And you know, I think he's good bringing him on as a substitute for like the last like 15 minutes if you need like a quick spark, a quick something, because he was good in the other games that we brought him on. But if he's gonna be like the star of your midfield, like your number 10, I don't think it's gonna work. But hey man, maybe I just had a personal vendetta against him because he missed the penalty against Venezuela and I was there. That one hurt. It hurt a lot. Notable players missing in this position. Marcel Ruiz, why is he not getting called up? Why does he keep getting disrespected? Toluca is great. He's an important piece to them. Should be in the squad. Elias Montiel, a young player who should get called up in place of Charlie Rodriguez. Why is he not getting called up? Who knows? And you know what? Somebody I forgot to mention for the defense because he can kind of play at both. Obed Vargas, why is he not getting called up? Especially when he got called up last time when we beat the United States. He's very versatile too. He could fit in two positions. Like, why are we not calling this guy up? Yeah, man, our midfield is really weak. Elias Montiel should have been there 100%. Obed Vargas, I guess you can make like the case. But what does Elias Montiel have to do, bro? He literally got the third best player at the Club World Cup behind two Real Madrid players. Whatever, man. Moving on to the attackers. We decided to take every attacker in existence this time. Chino Huerta, obviously gonna get called up, bro. He's doing good in Europe right now. He has had a positive start. Kind of slowed down a little bit, but you know, it's gonna happen. He's still getting used to life there. He would have gotten called up if he played for Pumas too. Probably one of our best wingers, like our top two. Obviously gonna get called up. Efrain Alvarez getting the respect he deserves, getting called up to like the first team. Hopefully he plays some minutes this time because I know Vasco Aguirre is allergic to giving young guys minutes. Well, not really allergic, you know, but he should be getting more minutes, Efrain Alvarez. But yeah, that's cool. Piojo Alvarado, I mean, yeah, he's pretty good, I guess. But then he went to the Copa America and got 0 minutes that one time, so. Are we really using his talents to maximum potential? Probably not. Alexis Vega, who's the best Mexican in Liga MX right now. I'll say that 100% of the time. He's absolutely tearing it up with Toluca, shutting people's mouths, because I was one of them. I was like, why isn't he going to Europe? Why isn't he testing himself? He is shutting our mouths, being honest. And to me, he's one of the guys that 100% starts against Canada. Next, we got Julian Quiñones, who needs to get called up, needs more respect on his name. He's doing great in the Saudi League. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, it's the Saudi League. Well, he's only behind Ronaldo and Benzema when it comes to goal involvements. And yes, it is a Saudi League, but it's still impressive. I would say the quality is around, you know, Liga MX, MLS level. And finally, you got Raul Jimenez and Santi Jimenez. The two probably like first names on this team sheet. Well, they should be because Raul Jimenez is starting over Santi Jimenez, but I got a whole other video planned out for that. Our two best strikers, and let's see what they have to cook up. That's all I'm going to say. Both having good seasons. Raul having a better season compared to Santi when it comes to like team success based on where they wanted to be. But I mean, Santi Jimenez just joined AC Milan, so. The only notable person missing from the strikers is Henry Martin. And as the biggest Henry Martin fan, and I'll pull it up right now. I can't find the purple one, but here it is, bro. Henry 21. He has not been at his best and he does not deserve the call up this time. As much as I want to see him play live, I've seen him play live already, I can live with it. But yeah, as for the convocatoria, the full thoughts on it, I mean, nobody that's missing is really going to make like a big impact. You can have Marcel Ruiz in there. I would place him over Charlie. You can have Elias Montiel too. You probably could have dropped one of the forwards and added another midfielder. That's the problem with this convocatoria though. The midfield is absolutely awful. There's no creativity, no physicality. Apart from Edson, who just fits the physical aspect. He does not fit the creativity aspect at all. That midfield could be getting dominated by a much more physical United States, Canada midfield. Right now we have to worry about Canada, bro. I'm not even going to worry about the United States potentially in the final. We'll see how that game goes when I'm there. I'll probably vlog it. But I mean, the only real problem with this convocatoria is that midfield, man. That midfield is awful. As for the defense, it's the best we can do, basically. Same thing with the forwards. Like, who else are you going to put in here, man? That midfield from Vasco Aguirre, though, that needs work. And he also needs to bring in a little bit more youth into the squad to get some hunger. But I mean, it's what we have to do. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. And we'll see what Mexico has to cook up in the Nations League. Hopefully, it's not a one and done thing.